Hi, this is Kristen, and I'm here to talk about the Thor case for the iPhone 6 Plus. The manufacturer is Verus. It is a Korean manufactured case, and the company has offices in California. So apparently it's designed in the US. So opening up this rather nice clamshell design case, outer case, we see that the phone case on the inside is really quite attractive. You can see the Verus branding here on the bottom. It's not too obvious and in your face, but it looks nice. The case has a polycarbonate back with an attractive pattern. Space for the Apple logo. Going around on the sides here, you can see that we have a TPU lining, so it's your basic two-part case. But the finish is very nice. I wanted to point out the inside here. We have quite an attractive pattern on the interior of the case, which no one will ever see, but apparently it has some sort of a drop protection, this texture. And that's really pretty much it. Until we get the phone in it, you really can't tell a whole lot more. Okay, here we have the Verus Thor case on my space gray iPhone 6 Plus. As you can see, the cutouts are relatively deep, but they look like they shouldn't give us any trouble in terms of plugging things in. I understand there was actually a change or an improvement, at least from the iPhone 6 version of this. The headphone jack is definitely bigger and shouldn't give you any difficulty. Moving around here, you can see we really have quite a nice lip. Definitely going to give you some lay on the table here. And got quite a nice sleek look to the case. Coming around here to the sides, you can see the volume up and down button, space for the mute switch. And on the back, really quite a fancy looking texture, as I pointed out before. It looks really nice. And here's our Apple logo. Just in case anyone didn't know this was an iPhone 6 Plus that you had, here it is. And we've got a good sized camera cutout. Okay, I've gotten various things to plug in. So let's see here. We have a square reader. For those of you that like taking credit cards every so often, we have our good friend the square reader. It's always really upsetting if that one doesn't fit in a particular case, but if we look here, no problem. Plenty of space, nice click in there. So I'm not worried about that. And let's see, random headphones I had in my drawer. I chose them because they have this shape of a plug, and they go in also, no problem at all. Nice click in there, I'm not worried. And what else? Some lightning cable things to plug in. Well, of course, there's the Apple lightning cable. If this one doesn't fit, you know you've got a real problem. No problem. See, there's oodles of space. See how much space we've got there. And then this one would not fit with my Thule case, which is actually what you see there in the back, the blue one. I was really quite upset that it didn't fit with my Thule Atmos. It's because it's for the one from my car charger, which I got free from Costco, and I love free. But this one shouldn't have any trouble here. And it does fit with this case. And it is a relatively large lightning plug. So this definitely passes that. Now, a few things which are a little tiny bit odd fit-wise, and which don't really bother me, but I thought I'd point them out, is that you can see, if you see there's a little gap here. If you hold it just right, you can see that there's a little gap of air here. So dirt could potentially get down underneath here. And you can also see the same tiny little gap above the plug in here. So this is maybe potentially a little bit of an issue. But overall, this has a nice solid feel to it. It doesn't add that much size-wise. That's the reason I brought the Tula case out. I wanted to compare them side by side. But when you look at them, they're really about the same. I would say that this one gives a tiny bit more lip. And I actually like a little bit more lip in my cases. So for me, that's a good thing. And the ends of it do flare up more, which of course is good if you're looking for protection. So this bills itself as being a protective case. It doesn't say how far you can drop it. I'm not in the habit of ever dropping my case ever, and I'm certainly not going to test that aspect of this, but I think if you're looking for a good solid case, then the Verus Thor may be the way to go. It's good looking, and it seems like it would wear well. Okay, a few more things that I wanted to mention about this. The button clickiness. You don't really hear a click noise when you use the buttons, but they are not giving you any trouble. They may be a little bit harder to press than without a case, but that's the case. That is the situation with so very many cases that I really don't think that is quite fair to mention. You'll see my Touch ID does not work in the winter when my hands have been dry. There we go. But as I said, I don't really have a big problem with the up and down. They seem to be working fine. And as far as the operation of the mute switch, as long as you have reasonably small hands, you should be okay. I didn't have any trouble. I didn't need to use my pinky finger or anything like that, and as you can tell, I don't have particularly long nails. So this is not an issue. I've taken some photos with it. Everything seems fine. I'm not finding any kind of an issue with the camera. So really, I just have nothing but good to say about it pretty much, except for, the few little issues that I mentioned before about the fit. It's a very good case, feels really good in the hand. The longer I have it on my phone, the more I'm warming to it. So if you're looking for a good quality protective case for your 6 Plus, definitely consider the Verus Thor. It's available on Amazon.com and also on Verus's website. I will put the links in my notes, and I have a call, so I gotta go. Bye!